Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Ayy, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Ayy, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Ayy, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Ayy, let's see how you do under pressure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Wednesday Night Block Party. As always, yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. Here's the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Tuco. Bro, what's good?
Boy, what's good, man, is boy, we got some wrestling to talk about, man. We are on early. I know the people, Daniel, what's good. They're going to be like, whoa, we on a whole hour early. Yes, sir. Yes, we are, man, because we got a lot to get into, man. We got the first hour to talk about. We got Double or Nothing we got to talk about. We're going to talk about what happened on NXT, man. Tonight is not a review show. It's just a straight block party as always, man. We just going to talk wrestling. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to do what we do best, man. Right now, we got the CEO riding in nice on that. Ooh, is that a coupe? Is that
Capri?
A Capri? Okay, I was about to say, well, what am I looking at here? Ooh, all right. That's clean, though. I like it. I like it.
Hey, she called herself the Beyonce of professional wrestling, inspired by the late, great Eddie Guerrero, Latino he who made his name coming in on them low riders. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. Shout out to her and shout out to you, my boy. Woo.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like my man said, man, you know, we coming out here, we shooting the shit for a whole ass hour, and then we're gonna do a little something different today, man. So in the last 5 minutes of the stream, we're gonna do a thing called the last call. So when I hit that button, you're gonna see a notification, you're gonna see a whole thing go off. That means in the last 5 minutes of the stream, if you got any thoughts, comments, questions you want to ask us before the stream is over with that you did get a chance to ask us earlier in the stream, you got 5 minutes before the end of the stream to get it in. We're going to get in where we fit in, because after that, the stream is over. With that being said, my boy. But before we talk about a little bit of wrestling, I seen you over there vibing during the intro. You like how I played the full song for your ass.
Hey, well, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I've been meaning to ask you for that, and it's like, bro, I gotta hear this whole song because I'm like, oh, damn, I gotta find further. I gotta find him. I gotta find him.
Yeah.
More than him. So
yeah. Oh, say less. I send that to you. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a little something different today. I'm like, since we got a brand new intro, I said let me go ahead and just put the whole song for the countdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I like that. Oh yeah, they're in their Eddie hometown tonight. Yes, sir. What's up, big boy? What it do? What it do? As we got
Big
the
boy.
ops in the ring right now.
Bro, look, man, we got quite a bit to talk about because we didn't get a chance to do a proper recap of I'm about to say double or nothing. We still got to talk about what happened tonight so far, but bro, we also got to talk about some other news outside of AEW, and that's of course, man, the call ups of Jordan Grace and Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer just lost her title last night on NXT to JC Jane. She's going to get called up to Raw. Jordan Grace going to SmackDown. We just had Roxanne Perez get called up to Raw, and Julia get called up to SmackDown. Bro, with the news that's broke, man, what are your thoughts? Because I know you was talking earlier. You said, who are we going to get rid of to make space for all this influx of talent to the main roster? So now that we on stream, man, I just kind of really want to reiterate our conversation from earlier and get, your thoughts on that.
And so when I say get rid of, I want to be clear about what I mean by get rid of. Who's getting knocked down that ladder? Because somebody's getting knocked down the ladder. Because you got Jade, you got Naomi, you still got, you got that thing trying to get off. You still got some of the other women that you're trying to get off. It's like I feel it will work. And this is probably part of the reason why they decided to keep the 3 hours for SmackDown. Because you about to have an influx of talent. So if they can somehow, and again, I'm not shooting for them to fail, I'm shooting for them to win because I want to see some of these people succeed. I want to see them I want to see what Jordan Grace can do on WWE. I really want to see that. Like, hey, if Ricky Starks is next on one of them call-ups because he lost his title too, I really want to see where he gonna go and what he gonna do. But I also want to see what Austin Theory gonna do. I still want to see what some of those other people that's been around. What are they doing? What are you doing with them? Where's Bailey? Is Bailey really out with an injury, or is Bailey really out because Bailey may be out? Like, there's only so much time for so many people. There's only so much. Like, you just brought back Aleister Black. You just brought you got a lot, man, that you got going on. So I'm curious. I'm just simply curious to how this is all going to work out. Now, on the NXT side, you've kind of opened up some lanes.
Yeah.
Because you had all these people come in, they kind of dominated for a minute, and now you've taken them all to the main roster, which has opened it up for Henley and others like Jada Parker, who's going to probably get another title or get another shot at the championship. You got Sol Ruka, who just defended her North American championship. So now you got the new crop of women taking over. You got the Lola Dice, who's back. Good. She's going to start taking over. You got the excuse me. You got the addition of some of the AAA and the Evolve women and the LFG finalists who just showed up. So you nice little bundle of talent, and you still TNA. You still got TNA.
Right.
What's going on with you, brother? BKL. But I'm just really just like I don't want to put what they say. You don't want to put the cart before the horse. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's going to be guaranteed that all this is going to work out, because we got to see it happen, and we're still waiting to see other people happen. So I don't know, man. I've always questioned WWE's creative, as far as it having an abundance of things for a lot of people to do instead of just the certain people that's going to get on TV all the time.
No, dude, I agree 100%. I'm going to actually add on to that, but before I do, because I don't think we've ever seen him before. I want to make sure I shout out my man here. Happy 34th birthday. Shout out to you. Thank you for taking the time to join us here at the GOW, man. Hey.
Oh, man, happy birthday to you, man. Salute to you, Pepper. Salute to you.
Appreciate you. And as we always do, man. Me and him, we love each other. That's my brother. But goddamn, I see him every day. So feel free, man. If you want to comment and give your thoughts, man, hop in the chat.
Real. That's what we're here for, man. We're here to talk to y'all. We ain't here for y'all to hear us. I mean, y'all gonna hear us, but we want to talk to y'all. Man, we want to know what y'all think. We want to know what you feel. That's all, But Big Boy says, man, I hope they don't make the same mistake as they did with the NXT call-ups back in 2017, 2019 with the women's division. Other than Asuka, Liv, and for the most part, Mandy Rose, it was a lost generation.
Let me hop on this one. Because
Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying, big boy. But here's the thing: it's completely different. And this is what I will say: they literally took all of the best women, and that was it. That was all of the best. Like the best women they had were all the women they had. Listen to me when I said that. Everybody they called up was everybody they had. You know what I'm saying? So right now with NXT, like you said, like bruh, Julia, Stephanie Valkyrie, Roxanne Perez, Jordan Grace. That's 4 top women. Not even just on NXT standards, in all of wrestling standards. And then guess what? You still got Jada Parkers. You still got the Lola Vices. You still got the JC James.
Zarya.
You still got the Saul Rukas. You still got the Zarya, who probably ain't gonna be there long at all. So you still got the Thea Hales. You still got the Fallon Henleys. So even with calling up 4 women like you just did just now from 2017, you still got a whole plethora of women that's on TV. Last Legend, another one. Not to mention, you got the people from the LFG program they working with. Not to mention, you also got the partnership now with TNA. Not to mention, now you also working with AAA. Not to mention, you still doing the NIL thing. So you're in a lot better position now to replace those women's or
Yeah.
men they get called up, because now you got
Yeah.
such a broad talent pool. And also, they're not shy with signing people from AEW, as we've seen already. So I'm not too worried about that. My biggest thing was, as far as the main roster call ups, I like Two Cold said, somebody gonna get pushed to the back burner, whether it's a release or they ass get packed eating cookies and catering, which sucks because I hope they don't sit up here and completely disregard the old guard. I know we said this before. Hey, let's make room for the new talent. But the new talent also need to learn from the older vets who still got something left in the tank. Talk to me.
Will they run to the same problem that people felt about AEW? Too much talent, not enough time. You got too many guys. You ain't pushing enough people. Because people still complaining that Ospreay ain't being pushed the way you needs to be pushed. But
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, Ospreay is out here. He's a part of almost every major storyline going around. Like either it's the tournament or it's him having a beef with somebody. Like he's on the paper. He's been on almost every pay-per-view. Like AEW has they have to push people different, but
Yeah.
people are saying they feel like TK's dropping the ball on Ospreay right now.
Let me ask you this, because I want your perspective on what people are saying. Okay, you said people feel like Ospreay's not being pushed the way he should be. You just countered that and said that, he's on everything. So I guess playing devil's advocate on the outside looking in, what is it exactly outside of a title that they could do with Ospreay for him to be considered quote unquote pushed properly, in their opinion?
Well, he's not. Some of the field. I guess if you listen to some of the Bischoffs and some of the other guys out there and Bubba's and all them, and just some of the other podcast people that's been out there, and then read some of the comments, a lot of people feel that Ospreay he should have won the title by now. Like a lot of people feel like he should be. It should probably feel like he should probably be him, but I'm actually okay with Hangman just for what you're going to do with it, because actually when I look at Moxley, when I think of who is it that I truly believe could beat John Moxley. Now I had great confidence in Swerve, but they had to screw Swerve in order for Moxley to get the victory. So it's like, okay, because we know Swerve is just as demented as Moxley is. So it's like I got confidence he can beat him if it's one-on-one, if there's no other, no other shenanigans. But for Hangman to kind of have this redemption story of everything that happened, and him kind of just realizing, I didn't went too far for too long, and now I need to get my way back into being who I was at the beginning of this thing called AEW. That guy that was hungry to hold that belt that represents everything that this company is and what we want to do and what we tried to build and have built. So yeah, I do think that it's the right move for Hangman to be there, but they feel like Ospreay is still not being presented. He's not being presented as the biggest star as he can be. And it's like I don't know if I don't totally not see that, because
Well,
when I think of AEW, he's one of the top 3 people I'm naming.
Well, let me say this. Do you think maybe the issue is when Ospreay came in, the first thing they did was put him in a title match against Swerve? Like, do you think that whole initial that happened way too fast? Do you think that people were like, damn, he
Well,
started off
no,
so
because
high?
he came in and won an international championship, and then he won like the first 14 matches.
You know
He
what's
went
crazy?
undefeated.
I forgot
What's up?
about the international championship. That's crazy.
Yeah, he came in, he won the international championship, he won like 14-0, and then that's what earned him to fight Swerve. But that was cool. Like, dude, you just came in, you already got this one belt, you done already had this one match with Omega, you done had this one match with Kyle, you done had this match with this. Like, you done had your matches, you done did your thing, you done came in, I mean, dude, you came in and got a championship less than 6 months. I mean, what damn, what more of a push does he need to have? I mean, shit, you put the title on him right then and there. And he made the title a little bit more pristine, because you knew he was going out there and he was going to give you a good match. He wasn't just going to get no squash with Will Ospreay. You was going to go out there, you was going to get a good 10, 15 minutes. It was going to be good. You were going to enjoy it, and you were going to move on. And then he fought Swerve, and he lost. Well, yeah, man. Swerve's a champ. I mean, damn. I mean, I think some people wanted them to put the title on him, like, so the man could be a double champion. But since then, it's just, certain moments, certain times, it just feel like, oh man, you're not presenting him enough. He's not out there enough. We're not seeing him. He's not the guy he should be. If he was in WWE, they would push him to the moon. And it's like, yo, who the hell? Damn, who the hell is beating the shit out of Jamie Hayter?
Hold on. I'm a second behind.
Hold
okay,
on,
I see it now.
The Toxic Spider, the Kia. I think I said that right.
Thekla?
Thekla? That's what I was. Yeah.
I don't know. She looked like AEW's version of Julia.
Okay. Okay. Little crazy. All right. Okay. A little cray. Okay. A little cray. Okay.
All right. I like this. See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm gonna call her little cray. Big boy, man, we're coming through. Oh, he said from Stardom. Okay, all right, there it is. Yeah, I'm a little cray. All right, that's little cray from now on. Where was I at, man? Oh, Will. Yeah, man. So I just feel like at some moment it was like, man, maybe they're right, but then you got to look at the overall of AEW and what they're doing and how they push people, and it's like, no, he's a part of the tournaments. He's having matches with people. Like, he's doing what everybody else is doing. Like, when he comes out, everybody's happy. Like, and he either starting the show or he's ending the show. Like, that's the thing that I've noticed. Will Ospreay is either wrestling in the beginning of the show or he's wrestling at the end of the show.
Yep.
It's either or. I have doubt to see this man wrestle the middle of a show. I think maybe a few times, but for the majority of it, dude, it's at the end or the beginning. So he's getting.
If he's not wrestling, he cutting a promo.
And that too. So I mean, we don't want the man to tire out. He's been wrestling through some injuries and some stuff. Cool, but I don't want him getting too hurt. I want to enjoy seeing him do what he do.
Right.
But we still got to push Swerve. Still got to push Heyman. Still got to push MJF. You still got to push. You still got other people that got to get that time in too. Look, you got 2 shows. TK's got people separated, but everybody's still getting time. And you ain't really missing a beat with nothing. They only 2 hours. They ain't 2 3-hour shows. They're 2 2-hour shows. You can highlight and be done with it quickly.
But what was the one thing that we said when AEW first got off the ground, right? We said, dude, we loved it, but we felt like they was pushing too much of the old WWE guys first, because you had Jericho getting pushed, Mox came in, instantly got a push, and then you had Danielson coming in from WWE, got a push, Malachi Black, Cody. So a lot of the top guys outside of the quote-unquote pillars were all guys who established themselves in WWE. And we kept saying, bro, AEW's good, but we need them to start focusing on their homegrown talent. Hangman Page, he's on the 2-year story redemption arc. John Moxley, a guy who made his name in WWE, who made just as much, maybe even a better career of himself in AEW. Hangman Page, we're coming full circle now because now we got
Yeah,
Hangman Page,
yeah.
who's been a pillar of AEW, getting to take the title of what 3-4 time champion, who was who was quote unquote a WWE guy. So it's like, yo, we finally getting that push. Don't forget, we still got the returns impending from Darby Allin. We still got, the Brody Kings of the world and so many other people, man. Anthony Bowens, they've been pushing him on and off. We got Daniel Garcia. Whenever the hell
We got Adam Cole, baby, as he's making his way to the ring.
Yeah, so no, we got a lot. But bro, we got a lot to talk about. We still got plenty of time. We got some questions. Let's ride.
Man, for sure, man. But why is my thing so okay, there we go. I wanted to get to one of the comments. Brother BKL says, man, not exactly. Besides that, think about who the roster wants to become the next world champion. But Will Ospreay, because I'm like I'm missing part of the words, but maybe I'm not. Will Ospreay not the next level until he got beat up by Hangman. That's not world championship. I mean, that's not, and it's not a bad thing. I think I get what you're saying. It's not a bad thing that he lost. I mean, because again, we've always said, man, you can always look good in the face of defeat. It's about how you lost. And he lost looking great because it was a great match. So we got Kyle Fletcher and Adam Cole getting ready to get this thing off one.
And what else do we say? It's not always about the title because you got
No.
some people who need the title, and then you got some people who will do very great without a title. Me and you, we talked about Piper and
momentarily until it's time for them to get it.
Yeah, but my thing is like I don't feel like right now. Let's just say Will Ospreay doesn't win another title. Let's just say he doesn't. Nobody will be like, oh man, Will Ospreay sucks. No, he's one of those guys where at any given moment he could be at the bottom of like a Finn Balor, like we talked about. This guy could wrestle bottom of the card for years straight. But if they ever did put him in that situation, bro, there's always a chance. Like with Dolph Ziggler. Bro, Dolph Ziggler lost 99% of his goddamn career. But every time they put him in a match, you never could really 100% count Dolph Ziggler out. I don't feel like, especially with Ospreay, that the way he's been positioned at AEW, he don't need a title right now, but he's always in the picture. And I think that's the key thing. At least keep him in the conversation.
Yeah. He's always in the picture for something. So yeah, no. Or he's having a great match with Kyle Fletcher.
yeah, that too. That too.
Or Takeshita, because boy, I was like, man, this is what I want to see. Like, let me get it. Now, I will say that I need my boy Takeshita to do a little bit more. I need my boy to get a little bit more into the mix. I need to see that. That's what I need to see. And now she's in a fresh. Big Boy says she lost Sunday night, and now she is in a fresh program tonight. I mean, hey, that's the beauty about AEW, and I think that's the thing that takes people away for why they think it is the fact that it's the company where it's not. It's going to focus. It's going to focus on its staples, but it's still a place to come and just show the world who you are.
Yeah,
it's a place of opportunity. Like if some of these people come here and don't stay, okay, all right, TK ain't mad, and that's the thing. TK ain't mad. He's like, all right, cool, come on. You can have this match with this person. You can do this, whoop, 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 bang, and then you go do whatever the hell you want to go do. You want to go sign with them, go sign with whoever you want. It is what it is. I'll give you the opportunity. Hey, I'll work my hand the way I can, but you know
what I like about this too, because we talk about restoring the feeling, and before we got on here, you and I said, I enjoy what Ospreay had said when he was in the ring with Swerve and what he said with Hangman. Because let's be real, when Ospreay first came into AEW, there was a lot of people who was on the Swerve bandwagon. As soon as Ospreay came in, boy, Swerve was just getting started. They're like, hey man, hey, Swerve, you cool? Yeah, Ospreay the new shiny toy. Let's bring him in. And Ospreay did the favors. Ospreay didn't beat Swerve. And then now with Hangman, you got a guy like Ospreay who I'm pretty sure he can walk up to TK right now. Hey, TK, I ain't laying down for such and such. Hey, the fans want the title on me. Hey, go ahead and do that. I'm pretty sure TK would. But no, he's coming out here as one of the top signings of AEW one of the guys we as fans know behind the scenes, they want to push this boy. And he's saying, hey, look, it ain't about me. Swerve, it ain't about you. And we finally getting the feeling back. The fans, you and me, we've been saying this for a while. AEW finally starting to get that feeling back. And Hangman Page, he's that guy. Even Ospreay knows, bro. Hey, rising tides bring up all ships. If this guy does well, the product does well, we all do well. We got time, bro. This is the guy right here that the people want to see. So, like you said, bro, no,
Oh shit!
100%. Hold on. What did I miss?
Oh,
Oh, he missed. Oh, goddamn, he missed.
yeah, he missed. Oh shit, he missed.
Oh, damn. Bro,
Damn.
he didn't even hit the damn ring. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Oh. Golly.
Damn, Cole. Shit. Kyle. Shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was a perfectly timed picture-in-picture because, bro, that was
boy. I know he was like embracing to hit with his back, and it's like, wait a minute, whoo, and he missed everything. Whoa.
I don't know how he did that though. He was 2 feet from the. That's not funny, but damn. Big boy said we said the same thing.
We all said the same thing. Oh shit! Oh shit! Like that, because the way he just missed it and went straight to the ground, like oh shit! Damn! Wait a minute! I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Brother BKL says, yes, indeed, franchise. Besides, I want to see a perfect chemistry, but I want to see a perfect contention to face against the other roster and go after the world championship. But that's got to be tough.
It is, and it is tough, and this industry is tough because you have to add the entertainment aspect, no matter who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta add that. So in order to be the part of the top contention, you gotta have that thing that gravitates people to you outside of just wrestling in the ring. And you either got to be a great talker or have a great talker as a manager.
You know,
either way, that's how you got to work.
You just reignited what I was about to say that I got thrown off by that damn bump. AEW. I like how we already know WWE's an entertainment company, but I do like it. Here's been one of the biggest complaints. You and I, we've kind of complained about it, but not really because we understand that AEW is a wrestling company. But I like how they're leaning more to storytelling, right? Making this shit make a little more sense outside of just throwing matches. Now, he's going to throw matches on the card just to have matches. But the important matches, have storytelling behind it, which I feel like it's really helped. One of the greatest storytelling characters, Tony Storm. We've said that. MJF, him and the Hurt Syndicate, like you say, bro, every time MJF is in the story, bro, the shit is big. It's big, like the Hurt Syndicate
thing. Hit the fan because you know this shit gonna hit the fan with this. You know this about to hit the fan.
But you know what I like about this? Even though Tony Khan still has his top guys, I like how at one point in time it seemed like all it was about was just MJF and Britt Baker. Well, you ain't got Britt Baker right now, so you was forced to pivot. I like how he's putting a lot of stock in Mercedes Moné and Tony Storm, but that's not all he's focusing on. I like how he's still keeping MJF relevant, but MJF isn't all he's focusing on. So I think that's a huge thing for Tony too, not just only focusing on two people. You got your cornerstones, but then you focusing on the variety of people as a whole. Because you remember, bro, it was like somebody got hurt. It was kind of like he'd throw somebody in their place. It was like, bro, we ain't seen you in about 7 months. Where the hell you come from? But now everybody's been kind of getting a little bit of FaceTime. So if you see it, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, there's still the APB out on Warlow. We still, we still look. This is why, and the reason why I said that is because
I forgot Warlow. Yeah,
I can't exalt TK of perfect. I gotta give him it. Like, dude, no, you dropped the ball on quite a few people, but so is WWE, so has TNA, so has Ring of so they all have whatever. WCW did back in the day. ECW did too. Early TNA did too. Hell, Vince dropped the ball on so many people. I mean, shit. Christian Cage, I think, is got the highest winning percentage in TNA history. So, and the man went undefeated for 2 years. He didn't finally lose until he lost the title belt. Couple years ago at the end of towards the end of COVID He beat Omega for the title and then lost it back to who was it? Was it Nick's Chris Sabin? Who did he? Somebody had beat him for the title from TNA. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, man, man, look, it is what it is, but I still do like the fact that a guy like a Kyle Fletcher, like I like Kyle Fletcher. I like that Kyle's been getting more one-on-one matches and he's been doing his thing to separate himself from the tag team in the Aussie Open and from Will Ospreay, and having a match with a guy like Adam Cole, like Kyle Fletcher's got lots of potential, lots of fucking potential. So I can see him elevating and moving up. I can see him maybe going after Omega for that international championship. So there is plenty of young guys and gals because we just saw Willow and Maria Shafir. We just watched Anna Jay and
Megan Bain.
Megan Bain and it was Anna Jay, Penelope Ford, and my girl that with the puppet.
Harley Quinn.
So we just watched.
Cameron.
I'm terrible with names. Sorry, I'm terrible with remembering people's names. But we just watched a plethora of those women, and we've been seeing a lot of other women. And there's been a conversation of bringing in the women a tag team title. So hey, why not? Let's do it. The big brother says, man, is it big? But it is big, but can he join with Hurt Syndicate? Because I have a hunch feelings between MJF and I really not sure if he will join with those guys. Don't forget, exactly who is MJF. Yeah, and that's the whole storyline there. And that's the whole storyline. That's the whole reason why Bobby has been iffy on even wanting him into the group. And that's the whole thing. So that's a storyline in itself. And then you got this whole thing with Hangman and Swerve that's been going on for about 2 years now. Like that's been a rivalry. That's been a storyline. And then you built with Fletcher and Ospreay, and then you got the Don Callis family, and then you bring Kenny Omega and them back, and then you got that extra added to it. And then it's like you got to bring certain people back, and then you got the women. You got Mercedes Moné, she's beating up everybody. You got Timeless One coming in doing what she's doing. All the women are coming back to get that opportunity as we got a Brody King coming down right now with a cherry.
What did we just say? We got a Brody King sighting, baby.
Hey, man. Hey, hell, we got Josh Alexander standing on the outside. Still got the bad bitch himself, Lance Archer. You know what I'm saying? We good, man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We about to get it's about to be Josh Alexander versus Brody King next.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Okay.
Now I would say Alexander. He's been somebody I was kind of worried about how they will book him. So far, not bad. You ain't got no single stuff to do, so you got him in a little group.
He's working with Don. He's working with a nice group with Don and them. Don is getting on TV. Don is getting his guys pushed. So it's like, okay, all right, let's see how this can work. He just got there, but he'll work his way up. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling Don Callis and them is gonna go after the Hurt Syndicate.
I want to ask you a question about Don Callis because we talk about great managers and stuff and the importance managers can play in the career of a superstar, especially back when we talk about old school wrestling, 70s, 80s, somewhat of the 90s. How managers are almost as much of a character and a gimmick as a superstar themselves. What are your thoughts on Don Callis and his connections at AEW and the different variations of groups and people he's teamed up with? Do you think he's added to any one group or person specifically since his time in AEW?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And honestly, Don has been a great person for people to boo and to dislike and to want to see his ass get kicked. And he's always been that way. And you have you got to appreciate that. You got to appreciate that, Doc. Doc, you always do, my boy.
Bro, I was trying to
Doc, right on time, Doc.
I was trying not to sell it, man, but
Yeah, no, I knew once you laughed, I knew you read it. I'm like, oh, you read that. Okay, good. What was talking about? Oh, Don Callis. But yeah, Don has cut the promos. He's pushed the talent. He's taken the bruise, the scar. He's bled for this company. He's invested. He's in it. He's out here promoting. He's out here. I mean, it's almost automatic. You're gonna get a Don Callis sitting at commentary talking shit, and then they talking shit. Like I love it. Like I did just them talking shit about Don Callis. That's what I love about the commentary. And I ain't saying the commentary. You know, I Excalibur, Tony Schiavone. I don't even know he's on tonight. But Taz is there. They got the new guy that's been there. But when Don Callis comes out, man, it's like let the shit talk hit the floor. It was like come on, man. And you get a nice little back and forth, but Don knows talent. Don puts people over. Don is well renowned worldwide. He's worked over in a lot of places, so he knows who a lot of people are, and he knows how to promote them and talk about them. And that's the one thing that I got to but that's the one thing I got to just want to make sure I say, because regardless of how you like Don or not, you can't say he doesn't have that knowledge of who wrestlers are and how to push people over. And yeah, a lot of people he's pushed have won championships. He's pushed people with won big matches to become something or just whatever.
No, I'm glad you said that, because especially when we talk about Don Callis on commentary, just his knowledge, because very rarely, at least on the AEW side, do you get people who could match wrestling knowledge with Excalibur. I mean, Excalibur could tell you the history of a goddamn cockroach fighting a fucking fire ant. And you sit up there, you be like, damn, I didn't even know this information existed. And just the way he could just, from memory, man, just recite just all the different, just everything, the intricate details. You take a person you've never seen from New Japan, AAA, CMLL, or whatever the case may be, and you listen to Excalibur cut a quick promo on them for about a minute and a half, you feel like you know this person's whole entire career. When you get Don Callis on commentary, I like it too, because like you said, they're not scared. Don Callis is the age of the commentators generally. So he's not somebody when he comes over to the commentary table, they're acting all skittish and scared. Nah, they talking shit with him, and then he talking shit back with him. But like you said, that was making it entertaining, because they still calling a match, but talking shit about the match at the same time.
They're like, dude, it's like, man, like, all right, I can't. You can't be entertained, but that's commentary. That's the entertainment, the bantering. That's the bantering for it. Big Boy says, man, damn, until I heard you say about Don Callis with those families, that's definitely who he is, and it is, and that's work for them. That's work for them, man, because a lot of those guys aren't. Well, one, a lot of them don't speak great English. And some of them aren't that great as promo talkers, even if they do speak English. But you got a guy like Don who knows the business, who's been around. So to have a guy like that be that valuable as he has been for a long time, because you know he's always been. Well, once Omega left the tag team of him and Hangman, that's when Don showed up. So you know it's been Don Callis ever since then. And Don just continues to be relevant with whoever.
Yeah.
With whoever. He's got a Josh Alexander right now that he's going to promote and push up and put out there. He's got a Takeshita. He's got a Cloud Fletcher. It's like, dude, them three right there, dude, that's the next few years guaranteed. Let's go. Some great matches and great wrestling. Again, will the storylines make all the sense? I mean, they got to, I mean, I sometimes wonder, man, do people just want them to do the same shit WWE do just so you can complain that they're doing the same shit that WWE is doing? Or do you want them to kind of create their own thing? I'll give it to you. You won't understand most of it, but if you're not watching it like that, you're not going to understand most of it. And that's okay. You know, you like what you like. But that I can't take that credit. He said, "Was seriously, I respect him until I." What did he say?
He said, "Seriously, I respect him until I hate him. Hate what he did. Damn, that's his." I don't know. The words kind of got a little jumbled up there. But I see our
Oh,
favorite
okay.
person is on Penelope. Hello.
What's happening, Penelope? What's happening, Penelope? And Big Boy says he learned from Paul Hammond, which hey, true. Which hey, you learn from the school of hard knocks, man, the promo. But that's coming a manager and a former wrestler and all that other stuff. I believe he was.
Penelope, why you sad, little baby? Is that a crying emoji? You better not be crying.
Man, people are people in tonight.
They are. They are. Bro, I'm telling you. Hey, they rocking with us tonight.
Sonny had asked earlier, man, did AEW give up on Max Caster? No. His gimmick is coming out being the greatest wrestler alive and having impromptu matches trying to get easy wins instead of getting his ass whooped by people who will whoop his ass. Why is Penelope being quiet?
You know who I want to see get pushed? And I feel like they're trying to figure him out. Anthony Bowens. I feel like Anthony Bowens, dude, he got something. I think the 5-tool player gimmick he got going, it can work. He just needs a story. Like he just need that one person. Man, he can have just a knockout, drag out feud with to really solidify him.
I mean, they can do him and Caster if they really wanted to, but I think they need to. Honestly, I think doing some Collision, maybe some Ring of Honor, a little bit of traveling, doing some other stuff. I think that'll do him well. Ron, she is chilling, man. She is chilling. Princess is actually eating dinner. She just got done from work. Hardworking young lady. Big Boy says, yeah. Big Boy says, yeah. I hate that stuff. Also, when they want AEW to be like WWE, and it's not even so much they want them to, and it's like you're comparing what they do to what WWE do, and then you're saying, well, that's why it's so much garbage. But it's like, all right, yeah, I get it. It's not going to be the same level. It's not going to be the same.
But see, this is what I hate. Because before AEW came into existence, now I'm feeling some type of way. Because before AEW came into existence, bro, and WWE was in the fucking shitter for like 5 years straight, dude. What did everybody
15 years straight?
well, yeah, but what did everybody turn their attention to? It was NXT, correct? People didn't give a fuck about the main roster. It was NXT. You know why? Because NXT was the closest things to AEW. Once AEW came out, it's like, fuck. Now we finally got what we wanted in NXT, but now we got it in a more unfiltered, less polished format. Because you remember when NXT was on the black and gold, bro, like that shit felt gritty. What did we say, bro? When the main event matches come on and they turn them lights down and it's all dark in that arena, it ain't nothing but just you see the referee, the announcer, and the two competitors in the ring. Bro, that shit felt lit. Then they started trying to do the whole 2.0 shit, and that's when they kind of got washed out. Then they started calling up all the goddamn people that was in the fucking storylines to the main roster, fucking jumbling them back and forth, and AEW came on the scene. Now, people wanted a revolution. People wanted a revolution so bad. Now you got the complete opposite. AEW's telling you, bro, what do we say? We're not trying to compete with them motherfuckers. We're an alternative. Like, that's what we are. They're telling you that. And you're like, well,
I mean, we gonna talk shit. And they talk their shit, and some of that shit they were able to back it up, and some of that shit they weren't able to back that shit up. And that's just how it is.
What was another thing about WWE that we complained about? Even to this day, WWE's too perfect. AEW's too polished. Oh, hold on, Penelope.
I mean, I'm gonna kick Penelope, man. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it is too polished, but at the same time, it's not the polish, it's the style. Okay, yeah, like for a long time, what was the biggest problem with WWE? You got 20,000 matches that didn't really last long. But you got you would get a show with 7 matches, they would last 3 minutes, but you got promos that lasted a half an hour. That was the problem. So now you get the other company, they come in, they do a little bit better than what people expected. And they gave wrestlers hope. That's really, really all it was. It wasn't that AEW came in to be the better company than AEW. I mean, AEW be the better company than WWE. It was the fact of just saying, hey, we're over here. You want to do what you do? We're over here. You want to follow that? Follow that. Do what you do. But over here, you do you. What's best for you? What's your character? What do you want to do? How you want to be presented? We've seen people come in and it worked. We've also seen people come in and don't work. And when they don't work, what a lot of them have done? They went back, came back, they were a whole other person. Sammy Guevara, he came out with a panda on his head. That shit didn't work. That man didn't show up with a panda on his head after that first day. My man came back with a whole new lightweight slight, new gimmick, new attitude, and he was rolling with Jericho and them, and then he took off from there. Everybody needs to come in and everybody has their way. Do you think a guy like an Orange Cassidy would have ever gotten over the way he has in WWE, the way he has in AEW?
You know,
that took a process in itself, because even I, as somebody who is now a fan of Orange Cassidy, I was not a fan of Orange Cassidy when I first saw him.
You know what's crazy? That's because AEW, even though his gimmick is somewhat silly, when he goes in the ring, they allow him to transition. The Orange Cassidy, the wrestler, and Orange Cassidy, the gimmick's two different things. But when that bell ring, he gets it going, he's actually a very good technical wrestler. Like, Orange Cassidy can actually wrestle. I think in WWE, what they would have did was, it would have worked in NXT. As soon as he got called into the main roster, bro, instant jobber. Instant fucking jobber.
You know, that's funny. I never thought of it like that. Like, you know what, NXT, I could have seen it.
Oh, bro, he'd be over like Roman, but it'd be a big.
I could. Not saying it would, or it would be just as good, but it might have happened in NXT. But the main run,
especially under Vince. Oh, bro, Vince would have called his ass up so fast and buried his ass. It wouldn't have been funny.
He would have never made it. But you never saw nobody be that type of a character. And when he had that match with Pop, that's what like, oh, that's what was like, oh shit, damn, okay, you are this. I'm not even looking at William. I saw the first word and didn't even decide to read the rest of it. But that's what I liked about them. But again, it don't work for everybody. And again, they've had talent that they've brought up that we all wondered after a couple of years how many guys are going to leave. How many guys are going to leave AEW? That's going to be the true testament of AEW. Yeah. When they build up some people, and then it's time to either sign or go, what's going to happen to the company then? Well, we seen what happened. They just got a new deal. Year 6 in. They got another four good years to go and make it 10 years.
And you know what's crazy? I think
if everything goes great, guess what? They get another deal. They ain't gonna keep it going in.
And I think the more WWE, again, we talked about this, like, I'm not mad at it. I love it. I love the competitive nature of this shit. The competitive nature. It's just like the XFL and the NFL. It's like, brother, XFL could never compete with the NFL. The UFL could never compete. But the NFL does take shit from the XFL. Like the kicking changes, like the whole, like you got the little overhead cameras and shit, and then the mics.
They took all that shit, bro.
All of that shit.
All the stuff that everyone actually liked about, except for I ain't gonna lie. And some people liked it, some people didn't because it was a risk of injury.
What the kick?
Some guys, the fumble, the pick for the toss, to see who's gonna pick, where you roll the ball out and they run out for the fumble. I actually liked it. I liked it until I saw the one dude get hurt. I'm like, okay, damn, there was their point. All right, y'all can't do that no more. But
game over.
But there was so many little things that they did that they so took it and made it to the NFL. And now it's like now you watch the NFL in a totally different way. Thanks to
look, with WWE, you remember WWE wasn't doing media scrums after pay-per-views. They just started doing that shit to Cody and AEW. WWE wasn't showing behind the scenes people walking from gorilla position or walking through the backstage area through gorilla. They just started doing that shit.
They were during COVID. Well, that was the same time. AEW was around. They was around. Never mind.
The only person I can ever remember seeing that they showed walking through gorilla, and they didn't even show him through gorilla because they stopped him before he got to gorilla, was Goldberg. Yeah. Other than that, AEW was the only company. WWE said, we're going to take that. We're going to take all this shit. So it's like, come on, WWE. We know y'all watching.
Hey, man, look here. We always knew they were watching, man. But again, like I said, man, it's fluid, man. You gotta have some patience. And some of us, it's a lot of the people in the comments, it took a minute. Earl was crucial. Earl was crucial on AEW, but he was more crucial on WWE. But then you started to see a change. But that's also the difference about AEW. Like WWE is more polished. That's why they're going away from so many of the things that made a lot of people want to see it. Like right now, Josh Alexander is split right now in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that they want to go away from. Where there are still fans that, hey man, if you happen to get busted, you get busted. You better keep going. we don't want to see that doctor come out and try to stop the blood. No, man, take your ass out there and keep fighting.
That's what I loved about Ric Flair's matches, bro. Ric Flair, he did a back drop and he was bleeding.
Dude, oh my God. Ric Flair did things he probably shouldn't have did. But he did it. He did it for the entertainment of it all. That was the thing. He did it for the aesthetic of the entertainment. And you pay for your body with that. But with AEW, it is a little rougher. It is more of the style of what ECW used to be. A little bit of Nitro. Like it's Brody King power bomb power driver. And he got the victory. Damn, dude, that was nasty. Earl is speaking of the man, you speak the man's name and he arisen. But I it's a unique taste. It's a unique taste, man. They do their thing. They try to give people who you really wouldn't see get an opportunity in WWE. You see them get an opportunity here. That's it. And that's really all it is. That's why it's like, man, we ain't really competing with y'all. We just doing our own thing. But we know we got to do good to keep doing it. Now that's the thing. That's the key thing. They got to keep it up. They got to keep this noise that they've created. Like Cody and them created a loud buzz.
Yeah.
And you got to keep that thing buzzing for a long time, man, to be legit in this game. And for people to really take you legit. You'll get your props for what you do. You'll still get shitted on for the TV shows and the smaller arenas.
But you know what's crazy? I think the smaller arenas actually help because I'm loving watching AEW now, these smaller venues, and it actually looks full. Some people might, it's only 2,000 people. Well, they were only getting 2,000 people in a 10,000 seat venue. So my thing is, to me, I'd rather see 2,000 full from top to bottom than 90% of that shit tarped off, and you can't go to the hard cam as a wrestler because motherfuckers ain't over there.
Right, yeah. And Earl, trust me, we'll write you up, Earl. But no, and look, man, again, that has become a thing, is the hard cam side, the actual number of people in the attendance and stuff like that.
Especially when he come out, that motherfucker, hey, on the pay-per-views, he go to both sides. But you notice on Dynamite, he go to one side.
That's right, man. Look, it is what it is, man. But honestly, I do think the one thing that is an issue for AEW is they gotta go to different markets.
Yeah.
WWE does have a lot of them on lockdown, but you know what? There's a lot of different arenas and you got all these colleges and different, arenas. You got other places you can go near those cities and whatnot and bring those people in and present your show. But I do think that that he does need to hit some different markets and stop going to the same ones, because I think that was the biggest problem.
You remember
they went to Chicago like 5 times in 1 year?
I was about to say, yeah, bro. He went to Chicago like 5-6 times, and they had like 2 of the damn PLEs. I'm like, damn, bro, can we go anywhere else?
Right. It's like, dude, like you went to the same circuit, which I can see why people weren't buying tickets, because it's like, dude, you just got here. You just left. You just left, dude. I'm not. No. You already got 2 out of me. I ain't paying for another one. So it's like, all right, cool. But yeah, AEW is gonna be different. No, they're not competition. They're just different, man. They're just gonna present a little different. Those that you lost faith in, those that will never get an opportunity, those that decide they want to, they got more left in the tank, whatever the reason. This is where they're going. They're going here, or they're going to TNA because they really didn't want to leave WWE. Either way it go, man, wrestling is great. The industry, the biz, the buzz. I mean, we're sitting here doing this right now. You sitting here rocking with us as we got the CEO, the Cowboy CEO in the ring right now. But I mean, we're talking about all this because of it. And that's the thing that we love. That's why it's like, man, I just want people to keep the same energy, man. If WWE gets too crowded and people ain't getting enough push, or you not seeing, I want you to keep that same energy, because I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear the excuses, because you've been telling me if they had the opportunity to do this, this is what they would do. Well,
yes, sir.
I want to see it done, but I also want to see it done on the AEW side too.
Bro, we're going to keep the conversation flowing. Guys, like I said, man, I said earlier in the show, we getting ready. Last call. If you guys got anything y'all want to talk about, man, anything that we didn't touch on, anything you want to talk about, any questions, any commentary, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, get it in, get it in.
Wow, boy. I thought the purge was about to start. Oh shit, man. Hold on.
Hey, gotta get their attention, man. Gotta get their attention.
I ain't ready. Hold on. I ain't locked out the house. Hold on. Oh, shit.
Oh man. Hey, what's that mean? Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Oh, man, hide me. Hide me.
Oh
man. As we got the CEO in the ring right now, being interrupted by the one and only, the timeless one, the AEW World's Heavyweight Champion, timeless Tony Storm.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but I am not getting tired of Tony Storm yet. I think I could go another year or two.
I thought it would only run so far, but it proved that no, it's got life in it. And who else is walking around acting like her?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah. And just the whole black and white camera presentation.
The commitment of the change of the black and white to color to black. Like, it's like, dude, and I mean, when you look at a picture, she's in black and white. It's like she makes, I don't know, man. It's just it's the little things, man. Sometimes it's the little weird things. That's, if you're a wrestling fan, you understand. I got a question. What happened on Dynamite tonight? Pretty much just a little aftermath from Double or Nothing, just getting ready to settle up for All In. That's it. Right now, we got the women getting ready to face off in front of each other. Moxley came out, whooped some ass, talked some shit. Hangman Page gave a speech about redemption. Swerve came out and said, I thought Swerve was going to promise to make sure that he would make sure that Page never wins, but he didn't say that.
You caught that too? I think he gonna help that motherfucker.
I was waiting like, oh, he about to make a promise and he never said it, because then Swerve Ospreay came out, and then Ospreay said what he said about this one opportunity we got. And people could say, well, that meant WWE. It did, but it also meant Moxley too. Yeah. And it also meant for a lot of other things. So other than that, man, it was a pretty solid show, man. A couple of good matches. The women's tag team match was actually pretty good. It was a solid show. Nothing too crazy. Solid show.
But I thoroughly entertained it from start to finish. Oh yeah.
All right, and I got to hear from the timeless one herself. But get in your last questions. We got the last few minutes before we get up out of here.
Yes.
Last comments or thoughts or anything you want to get off your chest. Like I said, man, we just wanted to shoot shit, talk a little bit. Dude. Ethan Page. Well, he's now North American champion. You brought it up. This man has won his third belt, and within 1 year? I'd say about a full year and a half now. Okay. Again, TK dropped the ball. Is he stuck in NXT, or is he ever gonna make the main roster?
Oh, he definitely gonna make the main roster. I think right now, I'm gonna keep it 100. I mean, with Trick with the TNA title, other than Obafemi right now, Ethan Page is really all that I can honestly say on a consistent basis. Ethan Page is the only interesting male character in NXT to me. You got Trick, you got Oba, you got Javon Evans, but he's not there yet as far as
Well, he's fighting Page at Worlds Collide, part of the Fatal 4-Way.
Right, but I don't think he winning that. But as far as like the anchor for the men's division outside of Trick Williams, bro, Ethan Page kind of all you got. They bringing all these women, which I love, bro. Y'all need to bring over some men. I said Mike Santana. If they could somehow work him in, man, and have him kind of become a regular, kind of like they were doing with Joe Hendry. I don't know, man. We got to shake something up because, brother, men are lacking right now. The women are carrying NXT.
Joe Hendry, I will admit, not the biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I didn't understand the gimmick or why people were in awe of him. And yeah, there was he's a little goofy, but he's not somebody I'm like, oh shit, is Joe. No,
Right.
I look at him almost the same way I look at Elias. Yeah, so I give him credit though. His popularity has allowed him to be the world champion. I'll give him that. But Mike Santana obviously is auditioning. Everybody's auditioning for WWE right now. That's why they're making all the changes in the rules. So it is what it is. But Mike winning the world heavyweight champ again, another drop by TK. You had Proud and Powerful,
Bruh.
and you had Proud and Powerful, and man, TK, you dropped that one, bro. You dropped that. That's one ball drop from TK. I am really the most upset about.
Considering
Go ahead.
Considering the fans wanted that, bro. You put titles on motherfuckers in the group that didn't even need it. And yes, I'm talking about the inner circle, bro. They did not need those. Fucking
Well,
Sammy
they didn't never win the titles, but they should have never got the opportunity. That was the problem. It should have been Proud and Powerful that was getting the tag team opportunities. Y'all got these other titles y'all can go after. And Hager, you doing MMA, so bro, we doing what we do right now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do what he do. So no, that I will always hold that against TK because bro, you had them. You had them. I understand you had to build the tag team division the way you did, and that's cool, but you could have had them more involved. And that's, I mean, their inner circle. They were already, besides the elite, once the elite finally formed up, the inner circle was running AEW. Why not? Why not? Why not? You could have built up Hangman and Swerve. You could have built up Hangman and Omega to beat the titles off of Proud and Powerful.
Yeah.
SCU did justice. SCU was still popular, and they were part of the group, and they were actually one of the bigger acts. So that was still a good win, but you could have involved them all. They all could have been involved in that. And yeah, you dropped the ball on that one, bro. So now Mike Santana about to do the damn thing. He about to beat Trick. He about to win a TNA championship on WWE TV.
Hell yeah.
And then go back to TNA and do his thing there. And then when his contract up, he gonna be signing right to WWE. But the question is he main roster or is he back to NXT?
He getting up there, man. 16 years in the game. I think maybe he do a little 4 to 6 month stint in NXT, depending on how he fares in future NXT television tapings. And then you shoot his ass up to the main roster. Because, dude, I don't want another Sean Spears situation where a guy been in the game almost 20 years and you can't get up out of NXT.
But Sean Spears ain't coming in with the heat that he's coming in with.
That's true. That's true. Like I told you, my boy, he wrestled yesterday. Like my boy was having his last match ever. So you bring that, and he a big dude. Like Triple H could do something with him. Like, he a big dude, handsome dude, could wrestle his ass off. Cut a good enough promo. And think about it, his size, bro. Can you imagine like a Mike, just on paper, a Mike Santana with an AJ Styles, a Mike Santana with a Randy Orton, a Mike Santana with shit.
I would say, I don't know about how often he'll get to actually wrestle with them. As right now, we got the two women shaking their hands, smelling each other.
I don't know. I thought she was gonna kiss her.
No, she kissed her hand. She's mocking her. Uh-oh. Nope. Power driver on the belt. Nope. Move it. I'm out. Nah. Man.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. Hey, I'm gonna be heartbroken and torn on this prediction, man.
Oh my God, you got 7 weeks, my boy. You got 7 weeks. You got 7 weeks.
Watch how fast them 7 weeks gonna fly by.
Man, hell yeah, man. Because everybody's waiting to see how this is gonna go. This is their next pay-per-view. There's WWE's got whatever they got going on. But yeah, no, this is what they got 7 weeks to build it.
Yes, sir. Oh man, hell
We
yeah.
know what like you've now got your 2 matches set. You got your 2 big titles matches set. And she's still the TBS champ. Like, so there's a good chance that she may have it or may lose it prior to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're having this dance off in the ring. Two egomaniacs. That's all. 2 egomaniacs. But other than that, man, folks, like I said, man, Raw was Raw. Seth Rollins still trying to build his group for the future. They're still having qualifying matches for Money in the Bank, and Liv Morgan was back. And boy, oh boy, is there trouble in paradise for Mr. Chickatindi Don himself. Other than that, man, that's been wrestling for the last few days, man. The weekend had your boy spent. And luckily, we ain't got nothing again until Saturday.
Hell yeah. Don't expect it on Friday.
Yeah, don't spend. Yeah. Don't see it. We won't see y'all on Friday, but we will see y'all Saturday. We'll shoot from here. We'll bring y'all another block party. We're gonna let the news cycle go through unless something crazy happens. We'll hop on real quick. We'll talk and do what it got to do. But other than that, man, we will see y'all Saturday. I hope y'all all had a great holiday weekend. We enjoyed our time with y'all.
Yes,
hope
sir.
y'all had a great time with us. And we'll get ready to, recuperate and do this thing again in a couple of weeks because, man, we got Grand Slam in Mexico, we got Worlds Collide, and we got Money in the Bank.
Chill. Man, well, like my man said, bruh, couldn't have done it without you. And as I said at the beginning of the show, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW.
Brother BKL, welcome to the GOW, man. We hope to see you more, bro.
And happy birthday once again, my guy.
Once again, happy birthday. Yeah, for sure. And everybody else, as always, y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. I ain't got anything to say.
Hey, man, before I do the outro real quick, hey, one time for the one time, can the brother get a yeet?
Yeet.
Yes, sir. With that being said, I'm the franchise. He the king. We the GOW, and we'll see y'all Saturday for the Saturday night block party. Sure.